Welcome to I Am the Tigers News. I'm Kennedy Lamb.
And I'm Abby Garrett. Islamic State militants are wielding arms manufactured in 21 different countries, including the United States, according to a news report released Monday. The study of ammunition captured during the Islamic State's battles with Kurdish forces in northern Iraq and Syria in July and August highlights the diverse array of armed forces fueling the extremist group, also known as ISIS. Investigators from the arms monitoring group Conflict Armament Research cataloged more than 1,700 bullet cartridges by their country of origin and their date of manufacture. A suspected U.S. drone strike on a Taliban compound in a Pakistani tribal region bordering Afghanistan on Tuesday killed at least 6 militants, officials said. Missiles fired from the unmanned drone hit the compound of a suspected Taliban commander in a tribal region, 2 Pakistani intelligence officials said. They said 5 other militants were wounded in the strike.
A North Carolina drug maker is providing its experimental antivirus drug to a Dallas patient being treated for Ebola, an emergency step authorized by the Food and Drug Administration. Officials at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital said Monday that their patient, Thomas Eric Duncan, is in critical condition and being treated with an oral medicine developed by Chimerix Incorporated. The Durham, North Carolina-based drug maker said earlier that physicians sought FDA permission to use the company's drug, which is in the late-stage testing for several other types of viruses.
The Seattle City Council has voted to celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day on the same day as the federally recognized holiday, Columbus Day. The resolution that passed unanimously Monday honors the contributions and culture of Native Americans and the indigenous community in Seattle. Indigenous Peoples Day will be celebrated by the second Monday in October. Tribal members and other supporters say the move recognizes the rich history of people who have inhabited the area for centuries.
Surface layers of the ocean have been warming significantly faster than previous estimates had projected, according to a new study. The study, published in Nature Climate Change, found that the upper 700 meters, about 2,296 feet, of the ocean have been warming 24 to 55% faster since 1970 than previously thought. This difference in estimations is likely due to poor sampling of the ocean temperatures of the southern hemisphere. The study notes, if estimations for temperatures in the southern hemisphere are readjusted to fit better with climate models, they increase, the scientists found.
Gone Girl and Annabelle nabbed the top spots at the weekend box office. The Fox thriller starring Ben Affleck as a man whose wife goes missing debuted with $37.5 million, while the Warner Brothers possessed doll horror movie opened with $37.1 million.
With a look at sports, here's Aislinn Foltz.
The Mexico football team will look to bounce back from last Friday's loss to top-ranked Cazenovia, but it won't be as easy as the Tigers travel to undefeated Oneida. According to senior Jacob Olson, the team did take some positives out of last week's loss.
I kept reminding the players in the locker room that think of how the team that played in the first half was the second half. Because in the second half, they just came out and beat us. You know, we just weren't ready for them in the second half, but we played well in the first half and the second half.
The Lady Tigers soccer team came up short last night at Chenango. 5-2, scoring for the Mexico Tigers were Tori Towndrow and Amy Holland. Both National League Divisional Series will continue after the Nationals avoided being swept after a 4-1 win against the Giants. The Cardinals outlasted the Dodgers 3-1 to take a 2-1 series lead. Both series continue tonight. Michael Phelps' comeback took a major hit on Monday, with USA Swimming suspending the 18-time Olympic champion for 6 months and forcing him to withdraw from next year's World Championships. Phelps also lost 6 months of funding from the sport's national governing body as a result of his second DUI arrest. The 29-year-old swimmer is banned from participating in U.S. swimming sanctioned meets through April 6, 2015.
With a look at the upcoming weather forecast, here's Andrea Ross. Changeable weather is headed our way for the rest of the week.
Some rain and thunder is possible tonight, and the wind should pick up as we move into the evening. Temperatures will fall as we move towards midnight. Beginning Thursday, we'll see noticeably cooler temps, as we'll be lucky to get out of the 50s, as the sun will struggle to get ahead of persistent clouds. As for the weekend, we'll look at a mix of sun and clouds, with high temps around 60.
Shannon Corey has a look at the calendar.
On the calendar today, the boys soccer team is headed to Marcellus and the girls volleyball team travels to Phoenix. Tomorrow night, the Board of Education holds its monthly meeting. And finally, 5-week grades are expected to be handed out to the students Friday.
Thanks for joining us for Eye on the Tiger News.
Look for us Thursday afternoon. I'm Kennedy Lamb.
And I'm Abby Garrett.